practice your call with me before you call.
Alright, cool. Kissimmee Tower, Skyhawk, November 978 Alpha Papa, holding short at runway 33 at Alpha, requesting, ready for takeoff.
Yep, and then they'll tell you left turn or right turn, whatever direction. So you repeat the direction and then clear for takeoff. Then you also repeat the clearance, clear for takeoff, 978 Alpha Papa.
Okay. Watch me botch this now. Kissimmee Tower, Skyhawk, November 978 Alpha Papa, holding short at runway 33 at Alpha, ready for takeoff.
November 978 Alpha Papa, Kissimmee Tower, left turn westbound approved, runway 33, clear for takeoff.
Left turn approved, runway 33, clear for takeoff, 8 Alpha Papa.
Perfect.
They good, they good, they good.
Yep.
Let's go.
First take.
Right?
Yep.
Alright.
So lights, camera, action.
Lights. Camera, make sure it's full rich. Right, doors closed, trim set, temperature set.
The nose, right?
Okay.
All taxiing.
Right.
Center up with the...
I can see the center line now at night. That yellow one looks like that's the center line.
yeah.
Right, I'm good if you're good.
Yep,
Off the
let's
brakes.
go.
Right, full power. Nose down, passing right rudder. Nose down, engine instruments are green. Airspeed's alive. Gonna keep that nose down. And rotate speed.
55, rotate.
Put a little pressure. And we're gonna hold VY. There's a little bit of crosswind, is there?
A little bit, that's not too much, it's about 5 knots. Yep.
Alright. Alright, flaps up.
Up, yep.
Alright, we're gonna turn left at 700.
Left to the west. All above the west heading for you.
Okay. Okay, and we'll go ahead and make that left now. Clear left, clear right. Alright, so I have a starting altitude of 1500. I don't know if that's meant to be.
Yep, we can keep climbing to 1500, level off.
Okay.
And actually looks like we're crossing onto the next shelf of like Bravo, so you could keep your climb coming to 2000.
Okay.
So I'll bug 2000 here for you.
Alright.
So actually, let's keep going to 2300. Probably once we level off, we could just, go through our pre-maneuver checklist and practicing the maneuvers.
Okay. $1,300. Oh.
Let's try to shoot for like a 700 feet per minute climb.
Oh.
So you're doing good so far. Let's just try not to do like 1,000 or something.
Okay.
Let's put it at like 700. Also, our ears are gonna keep popping.
Yeah.
By the time we get down there, we'll feel like we went to space.
Hey. Approaching target altitude soon. Back a little bit.
Alright. Okay, good.
Hey.
already at 2,300. So it's pitch first, then power, trim, right?
Yeah. We're trying to get it like right on perfect, but couldn't complete. Get down to where we want to be.
Remember to also look outside, right? You don't want to fixate on the instructor. I have like a perfect horizon today, so like a perfect reference.
VFR today.
Yep, there's the real VFR.
Right. Quick check to see if well.
Alright, so we're leveling off, right? So
yeah.
we just go through a quick cruise checklist. We'll turn off some of the lights. We'll turn off the landing and taxi light, the strobe lights.
Strobes are off.
Yep. Yeah. That's pretty much a cruise check. So make sure we set whatever power keeps you between 90 to 100 knots for now.
Okay.
That should be fine. Alright, so we're getting closer to the practice area, so probably a few more seconds, we'll go through the pre-maneuver checklist, okay? And then we'll do some clearing turns, and then we'll start with the maneuvers.
Okay. If last time we finished off, you showed me how to do the, well, you showed an example of the S. Okay.
S turn, yeah. Yeah, so we'll do that today as well.
Okay.
Once we're done with most of the reverse. Alright.
Identify like where is like level.
I'll switch us over to the practice area frequency here.
Okay.
So usually sometimes when you're like leaving the airspace, the tower might tell you frequency change approved, right? So you can change to whatever frequency you need to use when they tell you frequency change approved.
Okay.
Or if you're outside your airspace, if they don't sit here, you can just change your frequency because you don't really have to talk to them anymore, right?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So you need clearance to get into the practice area?
No.
Oh.
I'm saying like clearance to like leave when you're leaving the Delta airspace, you need it's not really a clearance, they're just like telling you to change your frequency.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they can tell you frequency change approved.
Okay.
That means you really don't have to like talk to them anymore. You're no longer close to a controlled airspace.
I see what you mean.
Yeah. Alright, we're getting closer. So what we can do you remember the flow for the pre-maneuver checklist?
Yeah. You do clearing turns?
So we'll check the doors, make sure the doors are locked, right? The seat belts, make sure the seat belts are on. Check the fuel selector is on both. Make sure the flaps are up. Mixture is rich, so we can turn all the lights back on so we're more visible to any other traffic, and then verify the engine gauges are green. Okay? So that's the flow. I'll just go through it one more time for if you watch the video or anybody else watching the video.
Okay.
Flow will be the doors locked, seat belts on and locked, fuel selector on both, flaps up, mixture is rich, whatever power you need for your cruise power, all lights on, and engine gauges green. Alright,
okay.
So that's the pre-maneuver checklist complete.
Okay.
And then we can do some clearing turns now. So if you can left 90-degree turn to the south.
Clear, right clear. 90 degrees, stay straight.
Actually, at this point, it's more important for you to also scan outside for any traffic, right?
Right, absolutely.
Also have this whole screen right here that makes it easier for us to see any traffic. So
I gotta get used to seeing that because on the simulator, you don't get other aircraft in the area.
Yeah.
So those are the things I need to pay attention to.
Yeah, this is another thing that makes this aircraft really safe. So just because you have this does not mean you're not gonna look outside too, right?
Right.
Gonna combine all available resources. best reference to know if somebody's flying at you is if you look outside and you see them coming, right?
Left clear, right clear. Back to my altitude, climbed up a little bit. More than 500. Alright, we are to go.
Alright, so clearing turns complete, pre-maneuver checklist is complete, so these are like kind of the basic things they want to see you do before you actually start performing maneuvers, right?
Okay.
You're at like an appropriate altitude, usually above 1500.
Okay.
And you completed your pre-maneuver checklist and also completed your clearing turns, right?
Okay.
So now you can start demonstrating your maneuvers. So if I can have you show me, you know, we've done the slow flight and all these maneuvers a couple of times, right? So I'll just, you know, anyone that you're struggling with a little bit, I know you haven't flown in a few days, right? So
right.
anyone you can't remember the steps, just tell me so I can demonstrate again.
Okay.
But for now, I'll just let you give it a try.
Okay.
Then if we need to add anything else, you know, I'll take over and show you a few things, okay?
Okay.
So let's start with the slow flight and the landing configuration.
Alright, slow flight and a landing configuration. At the power off stall, right?
Oh
no, I'm sorry, just a slow flight. Just a slow flight.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, just a... Right.
It's similar to the power off stall with the configuration, but it's just a slow flight.
Right. Okay. It's 10, below 110. Full. Right, slow flight.
Good.
It's about 40 feet in altitude, but other than that,
It's fine. Alright. Let's make a left turn to heading 230.
turn it through 230.
Above the heading there for you. You could also slowly start getting used to, you know, bugging it as well, especially if you find this aircraft.
Okay.
That way, once you look at the heading bug, if you're way past it or if you're almost there, you know, prompts you.
Okay.
This is where the multitasking comes in, right?
Yeah, you gotta use your feet now.
Yeah, I feel like you need a little slight rudder to help you in whatever direction of turn. Still to keep you coordinated. Okay. That. Right, now let's make a right turn back to the west.
Right turn back to west. Think.
Yep.
Right for your left. A little shallow turn.
Good. You see the coordination is not perfect, right? So you need a little bit more right rudder.
So get that thing back underneath the dial.
Right. Keep it looking better now.
Okay. Almost.
Your altitude is almost perfect. Alright, you can recover now.
Right, cover. Flaps at 10 immediately. Okay. And flaps up. Slow.
So, when you need to recover, your first initial response should be the throttle response.
Yeah.
Power first, then
As soon as I did it, I knew I was wrong, and I left the flaps alone.
I mean, it's not like a huge mistake, but
Yeah.
you just want to get your flow right?
Yeah, definitely. My trim is off.
Slow down a little bit. Back to about 95 knots. But the reason why we slow down to about 95 knots is because like the maneuvering speed the calculations for this aircraft, it falls usually about around 95 knots.
Okay.
With our current weight. So, you know, always shoot to like cruise at that airspeed.
Around 90 to 100?
But yeah, between,
Okay.
90 to 100. So
Okay.
it makes things easier for you, right? You need to like demonstrate anything, because you can imagine if you're flying, you're doing like 110 knots. Oh, you're still near, you have a few hours, so it's gonna be a lot harder for you to control the airplane, right?
Right, definitely.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Alright, so in this heading, let's keep this west heading, and I want you to show me how you do a power off stall in the landing configuration.
Power off stall in landing configuration, okay. Yep. Keep it setting. Flaps 10, under 110. Hold our altitude, let it slow down. That's full. 5, nose down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We cross the threshold, power out, and hold back all the way, all the way, all the way. Keep the watch the rudder. And full power. The wings leveled. Fully build. Flaps comes up. Positive rate.
South practice area. Yellow Eagle 29 altitude between correcting aerobatic between 5,000 and 2,000.
And pull the power out and level off down. And 100 at 23 westbound.
Yep. Alright. So, I mean, general, you know, so it was okay.
Okay.
So it could be a bit more coordinated, right?
Yeah, I bet.
So we'll finish up some of the maneuvers, and then we'll come back and just practice that one more time as well.
Okay.
Just to make sure, you know.
Okay.
You get that coordination right.
Okay.
Now let's do actually let's make a right turn to the north.
Turn north.
Yep.
Okay.
So you want to also get the turn going as you're doing the heading bug, right?
Oh.
So pilot, you need to learn to multitask.
Yeah,
so
I know.
Once you start doing that, now it becomes like second nature. The reason why I said that is, you can imagine, right now I'm giving you instructions as like
ATC.
it's like, no, just like as an instructor, right? But
Okay.
the same instructions are where you're gonna like get from it when you start doing stuff in like an instrument heading. They assign a heading to you, you need to plug it and at the same time start your turn, right?
Yeah.
So when you start bugging it and it's taking you a while to start your turn, you know, seconds they're gonna start yelling.
Yeah.
Oh, why aren't you turning? Blah blah blah, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why you need to, you know, start the turn, then you can bug it. You know.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, so let's do the power on stall.
Power on stall. Okay. So flaps stay up. Okay. Back. Keep letting the speed bleed. On 60, we added. Positive rate. $25. 80.
Alright, let's recover.
Held power too long?
Nope.
Okay.
Hey, can you tell me what was wrong there?
I slowed down. I went down to 60, Cause
Then you added full power, right?
yes.
You started pitching the nose up, but you let the nose come back down before you got your stall.
Oh,
Did you feel the stall?
I didn't feel the stall, no.
You didn't feel the stall, right?
Oh,
You
okay.
let the nose come back,
Oh,
right?
I thought we don't want it to. I thought we wanted to recover at 60.
No, so for the power on stall, my flight controls?
The flight control.
My flight controls, all turn. So remember the power on stall, we're basically stalling it till the aircraft starts losing control. Till we start losing control of the aircraft, right?
Okay.
I'll turn back to the west here. I'll show you one more time. So it'll be like I'll give you a quick refresher, right?
Yeah.
So you slow down to about 55 to 60, the rotation speed, right?
Okay.
Then you add full power and pitch the nose up until it starts shaking. You feel the stall, and then you recover.
Oh, okay.
Right? You remember
okay.
now?
Yes.
Yeah. So reduce some power to maintain my altitude. So trim a little bit. I can use some trim to help me bleed off some of that excess altitude and to also slow my airspeed down. Right?
Okay.
So sometimes I don't go like all the way 100% full power. I can go like 90% power. That way, you know, the stall happens really quick and I recover, right?
Okay.
All right, so right there about between 55 to 60. I go about 90% power and I use my right rudder, right?
Oh,
Maintain
okay.
coordination. So now I pull the nose. So this was the point where you let the nose come back down.
Yeah.
So this is where you're supposed to keep the nose up. So you can even go almost close to about 25-degree pitch up. So you hear the stall warning stays for a while. So you feel that shake right there. You feel that?
Yep.
Then you pitch it nose down. And then let the airspeed pick back up. And you return to your initial altitude.
Okay.
But you also have full power on the recovery.
Okay.
And then back to cruise. Does it make sense?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Alright, so, okay, show me one more.
Okay.
Flight controls.
I'm flight control. Same direction?
Let's maintain this head now.
Okay. Okay. Right. Pulling the rudder. Around 55, 60. Right here, we're gonna add power and let it pitch back. Control the rudder. Pull back, pull back, pull back, rudder. And nose. Then shove it down this time. Last time I shoved it down on you.
Pop compact this area, light blue sky, hot.
Good. Gonna go back and climb again.
That's much better. That's much better. Alright, let's make a left turn to the south.
Alright, left turn to the south, left clear, right clear. And we're at the heading bug. Oh, I'm climbing, I didn't realize I was climbing.
Sure, 25, I'm 2300.
Alright. Alright, heading south.
Right. So, on a south heading, do you remember how to do the steep turn? We'll practice the steep turn now. Do you remember?
I do remember. I still don't like it.
Yeah, okay. So I'll just my flight controls.
Just like controls.
So I'll just demonstrate again because I know that's one we just recently started, right? So for the steep turn, remember, once you start banking,
Gotta pull.
The lift component we have right now is just keeping us up, right? So
Right.
once we start banking, it gets divided into a horizontal lift vector,
Right.
and we'll still have that vertical lift vector, but the vertical lift vector is now divided into two, right? Because the horizontal is also sucking from the vertical lift vector, right?
Yes.
So in order to counteract that effect, you need to pull back so
Right.
the aircraft does not sink too much, right?
Right.
So while you're pulling back, you also want to use the horizon as a reference to help you kind of like understand where the nose of the aircraft is with reference to the horizon.
Right.
Because you can imagine if the horizontal lift vector is kind of like pulling you down, also helping the aircraft turn, the nose is going to be diving down. You're going to be picking up a lot of airspeed. So if you pull back, it will keep the nose on the horizon.
Yeah.
And when you pitch up, your airspeed might slow down, right? So you also want to support it with some power when you do that.
Okay.
Just to make sure your airspeed does not get too slow because you're trying to maintain the horizon, right?
Okay. So you're managing pitch and power.
Managing pitch and power, exactly.
Okay.
So now I'll start. I'll pick like that lake right there. It's like my visual reference point because you also really want to look outside for the maneuver. You could take a glance here and there at your instruments to make sure everything is good.
Okay.
But you really want to be looking outside, right?
Okay.
So I add some power here and establish my bank, and I pull to make sure I have that back elevator pressure. It's keeping me up, right? That way the nose does not go down on me.
What about your feet? What are you doing with your feet?
I'm doing too much with my feet right now.
Okay.
I just look for coordination, really.
Okay.
As long as I'm coordinated, I'll be fine.
Okay.
So it looks like I'm pulling up too much, so I'll just release the pressure a little bit.
Okay.
I keep my bank right there. I can adjust my power a little bit so my airspeed doesn't go crazy.
Okay.
So it looks like I'm coming back on the south heading right now. I have my leak right there.
Okay.
I roll out. Right there.
Okay.
Makes sense?
Yeah, it
I'm
does.
pretty much at 2300.
Right.
Back to a south heading.
Right.
And still within about 3 knots of the airspeed I started with. Started at 95, right?
Okay.
So that's pretty much how you want to do it. And then you do another one to the right side. Okay?
Okay.
So that's the idea. You want to try?
Yeah.
Alright. Your flight controls.
Flight controls.
Your flight controls.
Right. It's pretty stable where you have it right here, so I'll just go ahead and attempt it now. Left and right is clear. Steep turn. Add a little bit of power. And 45 degrees.
Let's keep that nose up on the horizon, right? Your airspeed, if you're picking up too much airspeed, reduce some power.
Okay.
Make sure you keep the bank there.
Yeah.
Keep the bank, keep the bank, keep the bank. Right, you're almost at 110 knots, right? So
Oh.
the power. Loud.
Yeah, I didn't see the speed go to 110.
No, I said almost.
Oh.
Yeah, you are like 105. But you're coming back because you adjusted the power and put us back in like a good place, right?
Yeah.
So just watch how you can also adjust that power back and forth for the steep turn, right? Just
Right.
whatever you need. Most important thing is keeping the nose all the way on the horizon. If
Yeah.
you do it consistently, you'll be fine.
Right.
Let's try one more to the right.
Okay. Right clear, left clear, 2300, lake, and bank. All the way, all the way.
The nose. Reduce the power. Bank So you know what the problem was with that?
I'm not sure what was the problem with that, to be honest. I think there was two problems with that. One, I wasn't holding the 45 because it felt weird on the right, and then our settings. It was a different look at the horizon. It felt weird going right.
Yeah. So that's why from now, when we're practicing, we'll be doing left and then we'll do right. That way we have like the consistency of flying both ways, right?
Okay.
So the most important thing I wanted to point out in that situation was the bank angle, and you picked up on it, right?
Yeah.
So the key is the bank angle. All these things, like the FAA has standards for this, right? They say a steep turn should be done at 45 degrees.
Okay.
And you do it at 30 degrees. It's not. You're not really doing the maneuver, right?
Right.
So you need to pay attention to that to avoid any, problems with the examiners.
Okay.
All right. Let's make our right turn back to the north, and then we'll look for another reference point in the north heading. We'll probably try steep turns a little bit more so you could get more comfortable.
Bob, get back to area, white blue sky. Level at 4,000 feet on the northwest shore. Next time we're going to be working on some steep spirals. Look out below.
See you multitasking.
Trying.
Good job.
Trying. My heart racing. Right. Let's get back to where we like to be.
You see on this north heading, I see we have like a nice line. You see that road down there?
I do, yeah.
It does look like a good reference point we could use. Alright, so let's cruise out about 95 knots, 2,300. I see you're correcting already.
Okay.
Let's watch out for those birds out there.
Right.
And whenever you're ready. This time around, let's start to the right. Actually, hold on my flight controls.
Flight control.
Flight control. See like some traffic out here. They could just disappear from the radar all of a sudden. But he's really high, so shouldn't really be a factor. But that look weird for a second. Alright. Your flight controls?
My flight controls.
Flight controls. So just this back. Alright, so let's do one more steep turn to the right. First, keep the bank angle, manage the power. Bang, keep the nose on the horizon.
Left clear, right clear. Turn to the right.
But you don't want to add too much power, right?
That's true.
It's just a touch of power. Pull is coming. Ours pull. There you go. That was much better.
I didn't feel much better. It really didn't. It felt worse than the first one.
Really?
Yeah, it felt like it was the whole turn. It was going like this the whole turn.
Oh, that's from your perspective, but with the standards, it was much better.
Okay.
Alright,
okay. I would like to hold it so I can just hold, like, when you do it, like it just.
Yeah, it's just practice, man.
Yeah.
Let's do one more to the left.
All right. I'm at about 22 right now. Left clear, right clear. All right.
Alright, so you see the nose is dropping, right? So it's.
Yep.
Or you keep it up. Take a glance at your airspeed. flight controls?
Air flight control.
You see what happened with that? Lost about 300 feet on your altitude.
I did.
And your airspeed was really high, right?
Yep.
So what's going to happen when your nose is coming down? You're going to lose altitude, right? And when you pitch down, what's happening? You're picking up airspeed, right?
Yeah.
So that's basically what happened. So those are the things we do not want to happen in a steep turn.
I see what you mean now.
Right?
Okay.
You do not want the nose coming down, right? At
Okay.
any point during the maneuver, because that's what makes you lose altitude and makes you pick up a lot of airspeed. That's
okay.
That's basically like the ingredients for a bad steep turn right there.
Okay. Okay. Why don't we do one more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Go back to 20.
Yeah.
I'll just let you process it.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes sense now why it's picking up speed. Okay.
There's tricks to make it easier, but I kind of want you to get used to just hand flying the maneuver for now before I show you any tricks.
Okay.
Your flight controls.
My flight control.
Flight controls.
Alright. You mind if we go left again?
Yeah. To the left.
Left clear, right clear. Alright. Bang.
Practice area, white and blue sky. Hawk descending down to 2,000 feet on the northwest shore of Lake Kapaka. Going to be working on some lazy eights.
Oh, missed that shot.
You overshot. Good turn.
Climbed up 100, dropped back down.
Okay, that was a little bit better, but you know.
It'll be a lot
At
better.
the end, you overshot your. You're supposed to also watch out for your heading, right?
Yeah.
There's a point to look outside for your reference point so you can roll out on time.
Okay.
But this time around, the airspeed and the altitude was a little bit more consistent, right?
Right.
Alright, let's make us do one to the right.
Okay. On to the right. Left clear. Clear.
I don't see any traffic around us, so good. Sure, the more you bang, the more you want to pull.
Yeah. Missed it again.
Slowly getting there. But
Yeah, it felt better. It felt better.
Yeah, but you're overshooting your point, right? So
I'm so locked in on making sure that the nose don't drop that by the time I look down, we're already here.
yeah.
All right.